I think that's about all I can sing legally. Otherwise, Lucasfilm, or I guess Disney now, will just come down on me like a ton of bricks. They're lawyers, very litigious. I ooh, I this is Facebook keeps changing. Gotta adapt. I happy Star Wars Day first out of the gate. I wasn't even 100%. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. I wasn't even 100% sure I was live because this time it started. Every time it starts is different. I like that. It's like keeps me on my toes. Um, I thought I was starting, but there was just a tiny little thumbnail of a picture that was seemed to be counting down, and then I was like, is that the live video or is I thought it was bigger because it was bigger last time, and maybe I hit a button or something. I don't know. There's new options on this screen. Um, so my intro fanfare might not have been as uh, fanfarious. That's not a word. Might not have been as extravagant as maybe I had originally hoped, but I'm here, and that's what's important. Um, and you're here. That's important too. I think one person's watching. That's good. And plus, other people watch later. I leave these up online so that if you want to check in, see how I'm doing, you can. Um, what else was I going to say? Oh, happy Star Wars Day. May the Fourth be with you always. You can add that at the end if you want, because that's from the movie too. Um, and it's just a pun, and I love puns. And believe it or not, I've been saying that for years. I thought of it years and years ago. I thought I was pretty clever when I said it, and I don't know. I'd have to do the research, but I'm pretty sure I invented Star Wars Day. Well, I mean, I didn't invent Star Wars, but I might have invented Star Wars Day. We'll have to get our statisticians looking at that just to tabulate the data and see the timelines, see if they intersect. Um, Speaking of timelines, actually, you may have noticed my facial hair today. Um, last broadcast, which was a fortnight plus or minus 2 days, as I said ago, I was going to let my beard grow and just see what was happening with that. I wonder if I can see comments on this new screen. I don't know if I can see comments, or let me just hit this button. Okay, I think comments might appear on a different place on the screen. We'll see. If there's two people watching, if you're watching, just type hi, just say hello, just so I know that a comment will appear on the screen. I don't know if they will or not. Um, I was talking about my facial hair. I was just going to let it grow out, see what happens. But because of the last broadcast was, I believe, in a mirror image, I think. Now I can't even remember. One of them was a mirror. I remember looking at my poster over there, and it was backwards. Oh, there's a comment from Beth Kruger-Wiltland. Hey, Wilhelm, there's a comment. That certainly is a comment. I like this, actually. Before, they were kind of like all over the place, so I had to scroll. Now it's over just on this one little panel here. This looks really good. Ooh, had a little bit of gas that wanted to get out of my stomach. Gotta let that out. Don't want to get an ulcer or pain, gas pain. Ooh, uh, you can't see it, but Schrodinger is. Oh, there he goes. Now you can see him. There's Schrodinger butt. He's on my armoire. Probably chewing something. He loves chewing everything. Hey, Schrodinger. Just try not to destroy anything. Um, I have so much to talk about. I'm getting so distracted. I was talking about a mirror image, and I thought it would be funny if I shaved in a mustache and goatee so that I'd be in a mirror universe. And I would be evil Wilhelm because people are evil with goatees. Well, when they're in mirrored universes. Schrodinger, what do you got up? I just hope he doesn't destroy anything. He's a lovely cat, but he's so rambunctious. He just loves jumping and climbing and unfortunately destroying things too. Oh, he's got something. Okay, focus, Wilhelm. Oh, there it goes. Oh, there goes something else. Oh, everything's falling. Hang on. No. He knocked something off my armoire. I don't know what this is. It's a vial of liquid. Although, I'm pretty sure it's bubbles. Let me just open this up. I went to a wedding a couple of weeks ago. Oh, it's really stuck. Okay, maybe I won't. Oh, there it goes. Let's see if this still works. Oh, we got some bubbles. I don't want to get these on my computer. I'm going to try to blow them this way. I don't know if you can see that, but there are some bubbles floating around. Schrodinger kind of likes that, but I don't know if it's good for him to eat soap. I went to a wedding and I got they're giving out these and I could just blow bubbles and it was quite fun. It was very magical. I like things that float. Not a lot of things float, but bubbles do. So what was I talking about? I almost need an assistant to keep me on track. Mr. First AD, what are we doing here? Are we back to ones? That's film industry talk. I once visited a film set and they kept saying back to ones and everyone was very excited about that. So it has meaning to some people. Yeah, the mirror universe. I was going to be in a mirror universe with a goatee and I would be evil Wilhelm. Whatever that is. Although if I had a goatee and I was a mirror image, would that kind of be like a double negative? And then I'd be the evil Wilhelm, which is just regular good old Wilhelm. That's me. But as a thought experiment, I just thought it would be fun to think about what evil Wilhelm would be like. Probably not too pleasant. He would do the opposite of everything I do. He'd probably part his hair on the other side, this side. It's weird. Even though it's mirrored, it's not mirrored. I'm looking at the screen, and the screen is backwards. So when I point to the one side of my head, it's all topsy-turvy. I'm going to be evil after this if I'm not careful. Anyway, I thought maybe being evil Wilhelm was not good. So when I saw that it wasn't mirrored, I wasn't too upset about that. Oh, now Schrodinger is... Oh, he's going to knock something else. Schrodinger, there's nothing there, I swear. Do you want some bubbles? Here, I'll put some bubbles over here for you. He's so curious. I like that about him. Curiosity is a very good quality to have. It just makes things always full of wonder, and you're just wanting to find out more. And learning is never a bad thing. What else was I going to say? Evil Wilhelm, I think we covered that. I still have the goatee. I'm probably going to shave it off because it just looks weird. I don't even think people would recognize me. I should have some tea in the backyard with Marjorie and just like not tell her and see if she knows it's me. Because beards are often used as disguises in movies. I've seen that a lot. You put on a beard and they're like, "Who's that?" It's not Wilhelm. Don't know. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, I spotted Sassy Q. For those of you who remember on my last broadcast, I potentially had a second cat living in the house that I wasn't aware of. I nicknamed him Sasquatch, or Sassy Q, because of how elusive he was. And I saw him. He was just walking down the hall. I looked up, and he kind of looked over his shoulder, and then sort of walked into a room. I followed him into the room, and then he was gone. I couldn't find him. So I definitely did see him. But he just is living up to that Sasquatch name, and it was eerily similar to that footage, that famous footage that I think was shot in the 1970s sometime of the Sasquatch kind of walking and then it sort of looks over his shoulder back at the guy and then keeps going. I think that's universally acknowledged as the best footage of Bigfoot, aka Sasquatch, that there is. And Sassy Q he wasn't walking on 2 feet, obviously, he's a cat, but he kind of walk, look over his shoulder, and then he disappeared. Yeah, so I have yet to see him for any length of time or actually approach him, but he's there. I have seen him, so hopefully I'll see more of him. Oh, I had some other news. As of this broadcast, the Victoria Fringe is still on. Hasn't been canceled. No official notice as of yet. I mean, everything else is being canceled. My hopes aren't too high, but I'm still waiting out on that official notice because I am a super fringer, and that'll never change. Doesn't matter what the state of the world is. I'm always going to be a super fringer, and I hope you are too, because being a super fringer is just it's just fun, you know. It's just being a super person, and that's never a bad thing. Um, what else did I want to talk about? Let me just check my computer. I had to go. Speaking of computers, I had to go back to my Windows 95 laptop. That's maybe why it changed on me. So I'm trying to get used to the controls after the iPad. The iPad was just like touch here, touch there, just touch on it, just tap. There's no clicking. It's tapping. I'd tap that. My iPad, that is. Um, oh, Schrodinger was trying to eat this. It's a little plastic battery compartment from my remote control that I hadn't put back on, and he's just trying to eat it. He's so rambunctious, that guy. I love him so much. Looks like there's no questions for anyone, or for me, from anyone. I don't know what else I can talk about. I'm just going to take a sip of water and see if anyone else joins us. It's early afternoon. People are probably having lunch right now. I probably picked a absolute worst time to do this, and plus I didn't give advance notice. I apologize for that. I had kind of a crazy weekend, and it involved macrame. That's all I have to say about that. What starts with the mac ends with the rame. That's what we say in the group. But anyway, I had a crazy weekend, and I was going to go live on Saturday or Sunday. I wasn't sure which. Ended up being neither. I had to push it off till today, and it worked out great because today is Star Wars Day, and May the 4th be with you. TM, registered to Wilhelm. I have no legal claim on that. That's just my own supposition. I have no evidence. I just was saying it. I didn't trademark it or anything. I feel that trademarking sayings is just. I mean, I did trademark Super Fringer, but that was only 23 cents per usage because I just thought I'd spread the wealth. I give that money back. I always use it for good things. I when you trademark a phrase, it's actually kind of difficult to collect that money because how do I know how many people are saying May the 4th be with you or Super Fringer? It's impossible to know. I do get checks every once in a while, so I guess it does happen. Maybe print media? Does that still exist? I don't know. What was I saying? I'm so distracted today. Yeah, it worked out well because today's Star Wars Day, and I love Star Wars, and I love sharing things with you. Ooh, oh, that was not supposed to happen. Okay, let me just reset for a second because Schrodinger is dropping things in behind the camera. You know, like when you're on TV shows and the person in front of the camera looks all calm and collected, like, hello, today in the news, Um, the car was illegally parked on the street. I don't know why that would make the news. That's an awful example. But anyway, there's often times people behind the camera, oh, they're just going crazy nuts, and that's kind of what Schrodinger's doing right now. You saw a little bit when he was up there, but he's he's just very rambunctious. Yeah, I don't have anything specifically else to say, and I don't see any other questions. Um, oh, my hair. Remember last oh, backwards. I need to go this way. This no, this this okay. This is ooh. My hair last time was just out of control, but I couldn't give up the part. I just love that part so much. I'm keeping it no matter how long my hair gets. I'm gonna just keep parting it like that. I'll have to resort to hair products or something. But oh, I'm getting a message. My my Windows 95 laptop. I dusted it off to do this video, and I think it might be overheating. There was a little alert that was sort of flashing at me, so that if I end suddenly, then you'll know why. My computer melted again. It's okay because I have some supply parts, and I'm a very skilled computer technician. So um, if parts melt, I just put in new ones. Sometimes I'll make them, depending on what materials I have. I'm pretty crafty. Um, yeah, I don't think I have anything specifically else to talk about. I just wanted to say, may the fourth be with you. TM. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's just fun. Um, and I'll be back again. I'm gonna try to give you a little bit more advance notice. Maybe you can send me some questions. If you're watching this and just want to ask me something, just ask me anything. AMA, that's a thing on Reddit. I hear. I've never done it, but you can ask me anything. I might not always answer, but well, I'll give you an answer. It may not be the answer you want. How about that? Yeah. If you ask me what my credit card and PIN is, I'm not going to tell you that. If you want me to buy you something, just ask. Maybe I can buy it for you. I don't know. I have some things. Oh, Beth says, "May the fourth be with you too, Wilhelm." Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Beth. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna end this broadcast, and I guess I'll see you in a fortnight, plus or minus 2 days, for standard deviation, and also macrame sessions that go out of control. What? Yeah, that's I was gonna start describing what happened, but then I immediately regretted what I was about to say and decided to whoop, just zip that back into the old mind palace. Um, so I'll just say goodbye, and I hope you have a wonderful Monday, a wonderful May the 4th, and tomorrow's Cinco de Mayo, if you celebrate that. So happy Cinco de Mayo, and it's a Tuesday, so that's also a Taco Tuesday. Oh, there's another question. What is my opinion on tauntauns? Well, they they seem to be not really liking the icy conditions on Hoth. I don't think they were naturally occurring animals for that region, so maybe it was a little unethical to bring them there. The rebellion maybe should have thought twice about taking these animals to an environment that just didn't suit them. But they seemed pretty enjoyable. They made a funny sound. I've been told that I can imitate that sound fairly well. Should I attempt it right now, Schrodinger? Uh, he's looking at me. He seems to have a yes expression. Let me try this out. um, Hey Tauntaun, do you mind if I ride you right now? I don't know if I said anything in the Tauntaun language, or if they have a language. I don't think they were capable of language. They seemed like rather like pack animals, pretty docile. I don't know what their language abilities are, but who knows? Maybe I said, "May the fourth be with you" in Tauntaun language. Oh, and Beth says, "Yeah, woo, yeah." That's a good boost to end. Maybe I said, "Have a great day" in Tauntaun. You never know. I often wonder if Schrodinger is talking to me when he meows, um, or if that's just his way of just trying to say, "Hey, hey, I'm here." Oh, Candace also said hi, Wilhelm. Hi, Candace. We got uh, we got good woodland representation in the house, in the hizzy, as they say. Gonna raise the roof. Um, yeah, sometimes I wonder if I think cats communicate telepathically. I think they do. Because there's often times where I've seen cats, they just look at each other and then, oh, you probably thought that the feed froze, but I was just being like a serious cat face. They stare at each other and then all of a sudden. So I think some communication happened in that time when they were giving each other a stare down. Um, but I don't even know if meows are a form of communication. I've heard uh, Schrodinger also. He sometimes calls out to birds. He does a little. I don't know if you could hear that, but that's the sound he makes. It's like a little like cackling. The first time he did it, it really shocked me because I didn't know that cats could make that sound. I thought he was maybe possessed or something. But yeah, I apparently that's just noises that they make because they're very efficient hunters. Um, they they're good at killing. Although Schrodinger, I don't think would kill me. I have no worries of that at all. Isn't that right, Schrodinger? He's just looking at me. Some people think that cats will have the urge to kill, but I think they're just doing it for survival. They gotta eat. But I don't know. The instincts are. I'm not a biologist, so I don't know about instincts. I'm delving into territory that I'm just not familiar with. But I was trying to say goodbye. This is kind of like when I say goodbye to Marjorie on the phone. We end up talking for another 10 minutes after we're saying goodbye. Oh, there's another comment. Candace heard my voice coming from upstairs. Oh, I guess maybe she heard Beth's listening in on my broadcast. And Beth agrees, telepathy and cats. It is a thing. So basically, here I'm going to tell I'm going to tell Schrodinger that that I love him very much. Here we go. He looked over at me. He probably was saying message received in telepathy. I just couldn't hear it. Um, Looks like according to the clock on Facebook here, it's just past the 23-minute mark, and I just love the number 23. It's such a great number. It's prime. It has other unique qualities as well. But that's a good time to end, I feel. And thank you, Candace and Beth, for joining in. Oh, Candace asked Wilhelm, would it be too much trouble to leave us with another dance? Oh, that's my favorite dance for a cloudy day, she asks. Well, let me think. Maybe I'll try a little. I'll call this move the cloud groove, and it's going to be a chair dance as I'm prone to do. I'm just going to get some water. Okay, I think my last dance involved a lot of shoulders, so I'm going to try something new. Uh, People often say that some people have their head in the clouds, myself included. So this, I'm going to call this I'm going to use my head as an inspiration for this dance. So here we go. I don't have any music, but I'm just going to like put a beat in my head. Ooh, that feels kind of nice. It's good like neck exercise. Although I can't do that, I don't know what they call it, isolation, where people just move their heads kind of independent of their body. That kind of freaks me out a little bit, actually. But there, that's my head cloud dance. And I'm just gonna get up close and personal. Oompa chaka. Oompa chaka. I don't know where that word came from. Somewhere in my mind piles. That's a little head in the clouds dance. And my hair in my face. I got my head in the clouds and my hair in my face. And I think that's a good time to end. Well, that got Schrodinger's attention. Don't attack my hair, because it's pretty close to my face, and your claws are very sharp. Okay, I've been trying to say goodbye for the last little while here. So goodbye, Beth and Candace. Thank you for tuning in. And to anyone else who's watching this later, I appreciate you watching, because I just love talking to people, and if they talk back, it's just all the much better. So yeah, I will see you in a fortnight, plus or minus 2 days. Um, and may the 4th be with you. Oh, where's the button? Oh. Oh, it gave me that other message. Okay, let me do that again.